Hey everyone, and welcome back to another Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus video. The final booster pack, Booster Pack 5, is out, and in this spoiler-free video, we're going to be discussing a few of the items and trinkets that were added in the update, as well as some of the other exciting changes, and man, they really are exciting. Keep in mind two things as we're going along. First of all, this is not a complete list of everything that was added in the booster. Some of the other items are secrets or spoilers about hidden things in the game, so this list is only what developer Edmund McMillan chose to share as a spoiler-free list himself. Secondly, as always, many of these additions come from community-created mods on the Steam Workshop, and as such, I've credited the original mods in the video description below. Alright, let's get started. The first item we're going to look at here in the update is Blanket. Blanket is a passive item that gives Isaac a single soul heart and a cool cosmetic cape. I was happy to see that they added a more cosmetic item to the game, and an item that gives a soul heart is always a welcome find. This item is also colored similarly to the item PJs, which might help you remember that it also gives a soul heart in the same way that the PJs gives 4. Blanket also has an effect that triggers on entering a boss fight. So when entering a boss fight with Blanket, you receive a shield that blocks one hit, then disappears, i.e. Holy Mantle. Really nice pickup if you're really hoping to secure that clutch devil deal. You know, negating 1 damage against a lot of bosses might be enough to just win you that deal with the devil and get you the item you need. Second on our list, we have Sacrificial Altar. Sacrificial Altar is a one-time use active item, but if you find it as the first item on your run, you might find that you use it and nothing happens. It's not even depleted. But Sacrificial Altar has a really cool, unique interaction with familiars. When you use this item when you have a familiar, the familiar is sacrificed and spawns a devil deal item in its place. I finally have a reason to pick up Abel. I can't wait to murder him. The altar creates a separate devil item for each familiar, so there's this cool risk-reward trade-off if you have a mix of both good and bad familiars. Next up is an item called Lil Spewer. Lil Spewer is a passive item that grants you a familiar and spawns a random pill on pickup. The Spewer familiar charges up and shoots out one of 5 different types of creep. So the creep varies in its effect. I'm not really going to go into that here, but the creep changes randomly between those 5 types every time Isaac uses a pill. So it's kind of cool, cycles between different types of creep. It synergizes with pills and a new familiar in this update. Coming up next on our list, we've got a cool trinket-based item. Marbles is a passive item that spawns 3 random trinkets on pickup. So you can pick your favorite of the trinkets, and while holding marbles, taking damage has a small chance to quote-unquote gulp the current trinket Isaac is holding, or cause Isaac to assume that trinket's properties permanently. Trinket synergies are one of the cooler things that has come out of late game Isaac development, and I think it's awesome to have another way to stack them up. The next item on the list is maybe one of my favorite items so far to activate on damage. Mystery Egg. So as I mentioned there, the Mystery Egg is an egg familiar that follows Isaac around and breaks when Isaac takes damage, and it turns into a random charmed enemy. What I like about this item though is that you get a greater reward the longer you don't take damage. So if you take damage and break your Mystery Egg immediately, you'll get a very basic charmed enemy as you see here. Or if you clear a dozen plus rooms without taking damage and then break the egg, you'll get a much more powerful enemy to fight on your side. The egg regenerates as soon as you enter a new room, so over the course of a run, you may spawn many charmed enemies for yourself, and I think it's a really cool addition to the game. Synergies are one of the things that make Isaac so fun and so replayable, and this next item is the best potential I think you'll see for synergies out of any in this video. flat stone. So flat stone, as you can see here, causes your tears to bounce off the floor. And whenever a tear bounces, it does 25% splash damage to nearby enemies. So flat stone is really cool. It synergizes with a lot of stuff. Here you can see I tested it out with Death's Touch, and you get scythes bouncing along the ground. And here you can see a really neat synergy, kind of like almost goofy synergy with Mom's knife, the way the knife gets all squirrely, bouncing along the ground and coming back to you, and that's just scratching the surface. Now keep in mind, when in my testing I did see, I don't want to spoil too much of that for you, I want you guys to have fun testing that out yourself, but I did see that it does not synergize with laser items, technology, brimstone, tech X, etc. So keep that in mind. Booster packs always help to bolster the crazy multitude of trinkets in this game, and we've got two neat ones here to round things out. First up for trinkets is Rotten Penny, which grants a blue fly every time you pick up a coin. I'm a big fan of the penny trinkets, and you can see immediately some neat synergies with like Head of the Keeper or Sack Head, Midas Touch, etc. Or see how you might want to go play a blood donation machine before fighting a tough boss if you're holding this trinket. Rounding out the pickups we're covering in this video, we've got the trinket Baby Bender. Baby Bender is a straightforward trinket that grants homing shots to all of Isaac's familiars. So obviously you'll be looking forward to snagging this trinket if you have little brimstone, and it even works with Incubus. Poor little Steven though. He was my homie before it was cool. The final booster pack also features a seemingly pretty tough new womb boss, the Matriarch. Now keep in mind, this is a womb boss, but I used the console to spawn in the boss manually here in the basement so I could show it off. So I made myself fairly strong here for the fight, and from what I could tell, the Matriarch is a pretty tough multi-stage boss that I would imagine will give you a run for your money if you're on a marginal run in the womb. Really cool design though, so hats off to the artists and the devs there, and it does seem like, although it's a tough fight, it is a learnable, dodgeable fight, which is one of my biggest criteria for judging a boss fight as good, fair game design. Delirium! Sorry. Along with that new boss, a few new enemies were added into the game, and I spawned in a couple of them and then ran into them, a few of them on runs of my own, which you'll see in the background here. Even more exciting to me is the fact that 817 new rooms were added into the game, and I can't wait to come across the super rare ones as I continue to play through the game and complete runs. To me, unique room layouts is one of the things that really helps to keep Isaac super fresh and super replayable, and I'm really hyped about this. Finally, the developers implemented a few bug fixes, which I'll list real quick here. No, I'm kidding. They added a ridiculous amount of bug fixes and improvements. This is a place where the devs really listen to the community, and I'm not even going to go into any of them specifically because certain ones will be more important to certain people, but check out the link to the full list. I've linked it in the description below. Many other cool things were added in this booster pack, and I think it's the most exciting one yet, and I mean that sincerely. I will be releasing another video once I've dug deeper into some of the secrets and hidden things in Booster Pack 5, so this is only the first part of our Booster Pack adventure. Shameless plug, if you want to be a part of that discovery process, come follow me on Twitch over at twitch.tv/accidentalgrenade. I'll be streaming all day tomorrow, hacking in the new items and digging into what this update has to offer, and I'd love to have you there with me on stream. And if you liked this video, leave a like or a comment. It really does help me out a lot. It helps me to know that you, like me, appreciate learning this stuff in video form. And if you want to see more Binding of Isaac, Booster Pack 5 content, and other content when it comes out on the channel, please subscribe. I'm Accidental Grenade, and as always, thank you so much for watching.